Alrighty, so today, first, hi, how are you doing today? Hope you're well. I hope that today there's a moment you can remind yourself how wonderful you are. 'Cause it's true, despite all the things. Today's practice will be low back pain. Low back, so in yoga therapy, we integrate like yoga insight and philosophy with also like medical research and things like that. It's real technical. But essentially, it's like a yoga science situation that we apply to people's lives to help increase their quality of life, whether that be physical health, mental health, emotional health, or additionally overall health. So the low, back in the day, I did like a low back pain workshop series for people, and it was great. And as I've grown in my education, I've grown in better ways, more ways to like support low back pain, low back sensation. Because the thing about low back pain, it's never just the back. It's always like a combination of muscles, or even just like the pelvic floor. So all think pelvic floor, think hip flexors, inner thigh, glutes, hamstrings, quads, like all that. Even your upper back muscle, pretty much everything can create some sort of low back pain. But nonetheless, that lets us know that in the pain, well, rather let's say discomfort in the body, there's research that shows that if you refer to the sensation in the body as discomfort or with less emotion towards that sensation, it helps you heal through it and experience it differently. So, with our low back sensations, a lot of time it may feel like too tight or really short, or you feel stiff. So a lot of times, especially in yoga therapy, the way we approach a sequence is through relaxation, mobilizing, strengthening, and then stretching. And so today, let's experience a little bit of that for your low back sensations, pelvic floor. And then I think maybe the next flow might be some pelvic floor involved, like more discussion about that. But anyway, let's get started. We're going to start laying on your back with your feet flat on the floor. And this is called constructive rest. So, constructive rest, feet flat on the floor, laying on your back. If you're, I don't know, if this feels uncomfortable for you, feel free to have the legs up on a chair maybe, or a couch, elevated at some point, or even on the wall. You can do like with the wall here if that feels better for you, or leaving the legs straight out. But right here, everyone, take a slow inhale through the nose, and a slower exhale out the nose. Oh, that was my mouth. The nose. Inhale through the nose. And the exhale out the nose. And just take a moment here to check in on with yourself. What do you notice? No judgments, no decisions, no criticism. Just breathing, noticing where can you relax a bit more here in the feet, the inner thighs, outer thighs, hips, abdomen, wrists, shoulders, the jaw, the tongue, the entire body. Where can you relax a bit more? Begin to notice the inner sensations, beginning our interoception. Inhale. And then exhale. So a big part of low back sensations could just be the movement or the lack of range of motion in the abdominal area, especially the diaphragm and intercostal muscles. So right here, let's begin with some diaphragmatic breathing. So if it feels safe and okay for you, hands to the abdomen. We're going to inhale. Notice the belly button rising towards the ceiling. And exhale, belly button towards the floor. Grounding the feet towards the mat. Inhale, belly button rise to the ceiling. Exhale, belly button towards the floor. A few more. Inhale. Just expansive breath. Really pushing the abdomen up, belly button to the ceiling, and exhale. To help us get a slower inhale, we're going to add one on the exhale. We're going to exhale as if you're blowing through a straw or blowing out a birthday candle. Inhale through your nose. Belly button rising. Exhale out the mouth with the straw. Inhale through the nose. Belly button rise. Exhale through the straw. One more like that. Maybe notice the body get relaxed a bit more here. Meeting ourselves with softness and compassion before we deepen the practice today. Inhale through the straw. Just take a moment to check in, notice what you feel here in the body and the breath. I'm feeling super zenned out, relaxed. If you're ever in need of like a reset, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through the straw really helps you. Because when you slow down the breath, we begin to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which lets our body know that we're relaxed and okay. We're clear to make better decisions and things of that nature. Inhale. And then exhale. All right, here we go. Slowly, we're gonna lift the left leg up. Point the toes, flex the toes, rotate the ankles, point, flex, rotate, flex, and point. Only wiggle the toes, crack the toes, say hey to your toes, hey toes. Nice, because the ankle, knee, hip, low back are very closely related. So when we get into that ankle, we get into that knee, we get into that knee, we get into the hip, we get into the hip, we get into the low back. So here we go. Make sure you wrinkle the toes, point the toes, and be sure to go the opposite direction as well. And then we're going to place our left palm on the top of the left thigh. Bend the leg to a 90-degree angle. Inhale the leg back up. Before we do the next one, make sure the low back's on towards the mat, belly button towards the spine, even ground with the right foot. And inhale, heel down, and heel up. Exhale, heel towards the ground, and to the ceiling. So pressing your palm into the thigh and a thigh into the palm, down and up and down. And then slowly we're going to hug that left knee in the chest, interlace the fingers. Chin towards your chest, head on the mat, elbows in, shoulders down to the ground. Give yourself a nice tight hug. Feel some pressure in the hip joint, maybe even feel it in the lower abdomen, but not pressure on the bony parts of the ribs. And left leg up, left ankle to right knee. Inhale. Slow exhale. Noticing how the body feels after all of that. Where are you noticing the more relaxation? Is it in the shoulders, the jaw, the knees, the glutes? Where do you notice? And with the left ankle and the right knee, we're just gonna rock side to side, right to left a few times. Right to left, left to right, right and left. And then slowly, we're gonna relax the leg to the left side, left ankle, right knee, arms out to a T. Look to the right. That feels okay for the neck and the shoulders. And look to the left just for a moment. And to ceiling. Inhale the legs back to center. Very important, scoot your hips, your butt to the left, and then drop the knees to the right. Arm to that T. You can look to the left, the right, the ceiling. If this have the foot over the knees too much, you can bring the legs to the same side, on top of each other. Whoo-wee. Inhale here. And the exhale. And then look to the right, everyone. We're going to do 3 arm taps. So inhale, the arms apart. Exhale, left arm over to the right arm, a giant clap. Inhale apart. The slower you go, the better. Keeping the head down. Maybe you can place a block there. Exhale, palms towards each other. Inhale, open. Just one more because you got it. And exhale, palms towards each other. Slowly coming back to center. Feet flat on the floor. Hips back to center. Keep the left ankle on the right knee. 2 more things here for the other side. So Press the right foot firmly down, everybody. Exhale, belly button towards the ground. Think of the glutes a bit towards each other, the rib cage in, chin is neutral, shoulders down the back. With the left hand, place it to the left knee. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna squeeze. I don't want to say squeeze. We're gonna bring your left knee in towards the face, the chest, or the midline of the body, rather. Inhale the leg, the knee back down to neutral. Exhale, the knee comes back in. You can just use the muscles as you come in without the hand, as you get used to it. Inhale the knee down or back to neutral. 2 more. Exhale, knee in. Stabilize to the body as you bring the knee in. The slower you go, the better. 1 more. And exhale. Ooh, knee in. Feeling that bit of an abdominal, adductor, pelvic floor. Got everything going on. Squeeze sensation here. And relax. Left knee down. Inhale here in the stillness. The exhale. And the exhale. That was crazy. All right, we go for the other side, everyone. Slowly adjust your pants if you need to, your shirt, and then the right leg up. Point the toes, flex the toes, rotate the ankle, wiggle the toes, crack the toes. Be sure to go the opposite direction as well. I think I said we're gonna do 2 more things on the side, but we'll just do one that lap. We're just gonna do those few and then we'll switch. All right, palm to the thigh, lower back towards the ground. And we're gonna bend the legs down and up and down. You can point the toes, flex the toes here as well. Just up and down and up. 1 more. Leg all the way up to ceiling. Exhale, knee to chest. Interlock the fingers. Chin down, elbows in. Plant the left foot down. Feel the pressure in the hip joint, the lower abdomen. And change, leg up, ankle to knee. Inhale.